Hey everyone, just wanted to quickly pop in before the video starts to state that this interview was actually recorded on the 5th of September 2024, so almost a year ago. This was for a video I recently released called The History of 4v4 Pastime. Was initially gonna have more interviews done, but this idea got scrapped as I found it created some bloat without much substance. If there's any questions, then let me know in comments or like DM me or Twitter or whatever the fuck. Either way, it's a very casual conversation, so enjoy. Let's start off with your alias and pronouns.
Alright. I'm Speakers, I go by he, him.
Okay, that's cool. That's already what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally just so like I don't have like moments where it's like I call a person a he or them when it's like they actually
Not
like she. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. So I guess like first question is in the video I'm mentioning the dojo, right? Near the end. Near the end. Let me scroll up to it. So in the dark area, you know, 2019 to 2022.
It came around a little later than that.
Yeah, it's like it's covering like. Oh, sorry. Would you say would you say like it's in 2023 or like 2022? Because I have it so that like I'm gonna cover like the year 2022 in like both sections. So I have the cable bytes ban in that would happened in 2021 until December 2022. And then like the next chapter basically goes into the show match, which I'm not sure if that actually happened in 2022, but that was like already when bugs started to go back on track.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think the show match. Here,
Yeah.
I'll just see when that highlights video was uploaded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
that was. Sorry.
I've also made like a lot of Wikipedia pages to help me out with like basically getting like everything organized. So the show match is in 2023.
Yep.
On the 29th of April. Looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dojo was like before that, right?
This dojo was. I can give you the exact server creation date. I think it was after the show match.
Mm. Yeah,
it was created on hold on, July 21st, 2023.
Okay.
And
wait, July 21st.
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What the hell?
I mean, that's also pretty funny because I won the ETFL Grand Finals was on my birthday as well.
Oh, holy shit!
So I won 2 times that day.
Oh yeah.
So, how did it come to exist?
How did it come to exist?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a convoluted story, but I'll start with because it came to be because of how I started playing the game mode.
Yeah.
The original admin of the RGL Pastime Cup, Garbo. We're close friends, and one day he introduced my Highlander Grunt group to the game mode and got us all together in a server to try it out. I bet I could still find like a demo of us playing it because it looked like so goofy. We were all just waddling around.
That's a classic.
But it was so much fun. So we kept playing it together. We would do it in just like our friend Discords. Eventually enough of us were playing it that he created a separate Discord for us run our own like pugs in, essentially.
Right.
We just invite all of our friends, and almost every day, and for a good bit, we would just play the game mode together.
Yeah. So it's like basically like everyone rounds in your circle, basically.
Yeah, pretty. It ended up extending out pretty far to the point where a couple people from the main Task Time Discord found out about it, and played a little bit.
Who were those people?
The first person, I think the person who like, the only person I can think of who ended up like actively pugging there before we moved Discords was Blake who used to develop the plugin,
Right.
but is no longer really
No longer
in the
with
community
us.
at the moment. Tragically passed away. No, not active in the community.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they ended up. They were just looking at like pastime logs. Found out that there was like this group of people just playing the game mode. Ended up reaching out to one of the people. I think Pickle was our friend. Reaching out to him about it, and they ended up being invited to the Discord and plugging with us a good bit.
Yeah.
And then after that, we kind of started joining the main 4v4 pastime Discord.
Right.
And then most of us who were really active at that point there just ended up plugging there. Which ended up with the server not really having a use anymore.
Yeah. Is this like still like a message, or like do messages like get sent in there still?
Barely.
It's like a random shit post here and there type of shit.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, someone mentioned that they missed playing. One of our friends, but
yeah.
I think Caden ended up inviting him to the pastime Discord. I don't know if he ever joined though.
Yeah.
Maybe I reach out to him about it, but
that's that's like difficult, I guess. Like so many new people when you like join the official pastime Discord. I think it's hard to get on a team with just your friends type of shit.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun to like be on teams and against people, all who you knew.
Yeah.
It was really laid back. There were some games where we would end up having like all talk on, and like we just fuck around and TF2 voice chat, or people who would sit out would just like live commentate the game to the people playing.
We got something similar in EU. I remember like I think maybe like the first few matches really we played was like just like people I don't like necessarily know, but I know them from like playing like mixes together and shit. So I wouldn't call them friends, but it's like someone, you know, if you need a merc or some shit, you would hit them up, basically.
Yeah.
It's like we did the same thing where it's just all talk, and I think I rolled like H2 once, and I just like the whole VC lit up.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I've got a really sorry.
No, go on.
I think I have a really goofy clip that kind of like it exemplifies that. I have to go back to the archives.
Search the papers for that one.
Yeah, I just need to find out where my original folder with my oldest pastime clips are. I think it's here somewhere. Where would that be? I need to sort. I think if I sort this by that, there it is. And oh, never mind. I thought this was one of the clips where All Talk was on. I think I have one somewhere. I have one somewhere I remember that was really funny. I want to say it was one of these. This one was one where we had All Talk on, and it was really funny. You could see how newbie we were, because because in no like realistic setting anymore do you see something like this happen.
I like how like I think that's Caden. He like
Yep.
he like throws it but like completely in wrong direction.
Yeah, that's Caden on demo.
Holy shit, never let this man cook again.
You can see Garbo on the enemy team as demo. John's on the enemy team as a medic.
Yeah,
I think that's Starly
I
on
see-
Soldier.
Yeah, Dotchin and I didn't.
Pickle.
Yeah, that last one I'm not gonna pronounce or even try to pronounce that one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess what would you say is like the effect of like the dojo, like sort of like merging together or like joining the official pastime Discord? How did that affect it?
It was kind of the start of like the consistent pugs running there. That was around the time they would struggle to get pugs running, and like I
Yeah.
think they'd only happen like maybe once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
And like so we had like a good amount of like people who really loved the game mode joining there. So it ended up with a lot of regulars just joining, which like it'd be one thing if it was just like a surge of players, but surge of people wanting to like actually play and actively add up was kind of part of it.
So, how many people like was this, and like who were like who were they, and how many?
Ooh. So me and Caden definitely were two. Me and Caden. Pulse was also one of them. John as well. And a few like various friends of ours that aren't as active anymore. It would be I'm gonna go just like rattle off names from the old Discord that I remember. Yeet on My Feet was one of them. Dorito, Alucard was who doesn't really play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Would be I think Morbidly Obese Dog played a little bit. Jurgles as well. Just won the he just won that Open Cup.
Yeah.
Typhoon started adding. And I think I'm forgetting someone that Dotchin as well a little bit, but he doesn't really add too much.
Yeah.
I think that's most of the names I can think of.
That's a lot of people though. That's like I think like you could almost feel like two A and B pugs, like if you have all of them online on like an evening.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people who would add up. I don't think we ran like B pugs in this server,
Right.
but we had a lot of people who liked playing.
Mm. I didn't know there was like that many like sort of like regulars, because like Typhoon, Dorito, those like names that you come across even like as a newer player to pastime. Like you see Typhoon post clips or like talking pastime chat, and Dorito is just like the mythical medic basically.
Yeah.
That's
Bluetooth might have started pugging the dojo. I don't remember. I don't remember whether he started there or not, but I know he did play there.
So did that
And
like?
then
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, the only other name I see here that might have who didn't really join the server in that initial like surge, but ended up coming back was Average. But
Right.
yeah.
So
Anyway, continue.
yeah, did that like increase the play days, so to say? Like did the pastime poker like suddenly go, instead of from like every weekend evening to like even on weekdays, like in the midday or like in the evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was a massive uptick in the amount of times people would play. And that kind of activity and people just like people from there inviting their friends who and such. I feel like on top of the RGL Cup really brought a boost to the server that it needed.
Mm-hmm.
In
That's
fact, sorry.
no, go ahead.
In fact, I could probably find like around the time that started happening because one of my first messages would have been around that time. First time I added was around here. There are some missing messages because the old bot ended up being deleted. But yeah, I think a lot of pugs ended up running because of that. It was
Yeah.
I know I'm sure you can ask a lot of the people who played before then. I think around that time. The RGL Cup was probably more of it, but also the amount of regulars adding up from there
Yeah.
was like really a big jump
I
to
mean,
start.
if you like didn't start playing before the RGL Cup, then the RGL Cup would have maybe just been Goblin Jacks and like another good team and like sort of like randoms who just like started playing.
Yeah, the first RGL Cup, most of our people, most of our players were like Div 2, I believe. In fact, I think two of the podium teams in the first RGL Cup were from our server, with the first place team being the only team I'm aware of from the
Yeah.
main pastime Discord.
Because I'm like writing up on the RGL Cups, and I see like Shark Culture 1 Div 2 and I think I see Typhoon in the second RGL Cup in Div 1, so I'm gonna assume he did pretty well in the previous one, and like yeah, you are on the Pegglers too, and
Yeah.
Caden is on the Pegglers too.
Funny enough, I think Typhoon was in. I think Typhoon in the first cup was a Div 3.
That's a crazy jump up though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
he definitely was a lot better, and also kind of carried that team.
that's crazy because they had Laxon on Soldier, Dorito on Demo, and Dan Moore on Soldier.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's video. Oh, you mean Div 3,
Oh,
right?
Laxon was Div 3 in the
okay,
first cup.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
Oh,
sense. Then. Yeah, I was about to say like, these sort of like legendary people in like pastime scene get carried by like he's like super young. I don't know.
Yeah, he did fairly okay on that team, I think. Laxon for that team, I believe, was ringing, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't updated this page myself. I made it, but like someone else decided to add the rosters. Like they have Kibble Bites, not having the American flag, but the North American flag. So neither, or like both American and Canadian.
Yeah, I could rattle off all the main rosters from Div 1 probably. Maybe even some in Div 2. I don't know if that's
I think you're good. You could, that's. I'm not really like covering. Like, wait, if video. What was the main roster of video game dunkers then? If Laxon was ringing.
It was Danmar, Dorito, Crutch, and Yeet. Typhoon ended up subbing a lot for the team though.
Right. Yeah, because they did like drop out, or like not drop out, but they got like eliminated fairly early, and there's like no thoughts of them playing. So it's like even in that like in the section where I'm like writing or like saying like this is the second RGL Cup, but there's like no thoughts, so I can't really speak on it.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's like there's a little bit of fear of like rewriting history, so to say, and it's also I'm not gonna go over brackets the whole time. Like it's not very fun to go like, oh, this team just steamrolled or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
what would you say is like the legacy of the dojo?
the legacy.
Yeah, because I don't, there's not a lot of people that know the dojo. Like if you like go like lore, searching out for lore, you probably won't find it fast.
I think the legacy, like if there's something to remember it by, it was kind of the newbie server, like a lot of new players. So per se, went there, learned the game mode, and then a lot of us ended up just like moving to the pastime Discord when we were pretty good. So that's kind of the legacy it's viewed with. For me, it was just a fun time playing with my friends. Just like fucking around and enjoying the game.
Yeah. The kind of birth like the new generation of like new top players, right? It's where like, the first like sort of like birth is 2018 at the start, and then like slowed down a lot. There's probably some other people joining in that meantime, but there was like no big event that birthed like a lot of new players. And then I think it's like the show match, the dojo, the first RGL Cup, and then the second one.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly that wraps it up for the dojo, but not our interview, because there is a famous there is a famous round 16 playoffs match. I want you from start to finish. What first happened when the ETF2L Cup got announced?
From when the cup got announced?
Yeah, like just
Let me just start there.
Yeah, just like you can talk in general. You just like talk both sides. Like, how did the NA scene react, and how did like top players react, and how the teams come to be.
We all thought it was cool. It's like great to see another league supporting our game mode. I kind of just got DM'd by Tom one day. Hey, do you want to play the E2F2L Cup with Goblin Jacks? I'm like, fuck it, sure.
Right.
He got I don't know if I'm still in that group chat. I have to go so far down to find it. It's I am in it. There it is. So, let's see, we had roster Tom, me, Slam, Sage J, Xer, Cyclops, Weabra, and I think that was it. Was there 7 slots on the team? Was that what it was? Was it 7 or 8?
I can look it up.
I think it was 7.
I can pull up the ETF, so...
Yeah, because the only person who seems to have left that group chat will be...
Yeah. Okay, I got...
Very, very in detail discussed during the match.
Okay. This is who is currently still on the roster. It's Tomato Tom, Speakers, which is you, of course, Cyclops Guy,
yep.
H. Keem, which I'm gonna guess is Sage J, because they have a Kazakh flag.
That's Sage.
Yeah. Nike Shoe 92, which is Xer, Slamborghini, and Weabra.
Yep.
So you signed up for the cup, like a bunch of Americans did, and what was like the initial like reaction with like the first, like there was only 3 rounds until playoffs. So how was that?
Our group stages, we fucking shit on everyone. It wasn't close. It was maybe some of the easiest games of pastime I've ever played.
That was
Nobody knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any clips from any of those. I think I played in one of them.
Was it just like all rounds just 5-0 the whole time?
Mostly, I don't think we dropped like a round at all.
Yeah, because
What I
you
remember.
did play. Oh, you played against Russian Detective Agency, which is like sort of the only notable team in between these. It's like a mix
Yeah.
of like open players or like low players, and
Yeah.
and you have
And
yeah, and you have
I
Russian Detective Agency, which includes Tassist, Owen, Danmar, and
yeah.
someone else. I'm not
I
sure.
I didn't end up playing that match. I
Mm.
think someone else did. It the Russian detective very unfortunately did not show up that day.
Oh.
I remember. I don't know what happened, but they kind of got
Yeah,
stomped if I
because
remember correctly.
what I see is I see ETSL as like a thing where you can see like who exactly played. I see three people on Russian Detective Agency, and I see 5 people on Goblin Jacks. So like I think one of you.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we have remarked.
Oh yeah, you know what? We have a rank for them. That's what it was.
Yeah. So I mean that didn't really help. I'm not sure if no logs are still dead. I'm not even sure if they show like scores. Don't think so.
I don't know if anything shows like around like
That
goal scored. You
yeah.
could see how many goals like were. If you found the log, I think you could hook it into more. You might be able to hook it into more.df, unless the EU servers didn't have the plugin, which I think they did.
I mean, I have the log, but the logs are down. But it was
Logs
like,
are dead.
Yeah, it was a 2-0 roll anyway, so I'm not sure if like maybe I could find it back. But that's it for like group stage, right? You roll everyone, and then round of 16, Goblin Jacks. Start from the very beginning. Start from the very beginning. What happened?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to scroll through the group chat for this one because it didn't even start with the match itself. Oh, let's see. So the weekend before playoffs, they announced the structure, right?
Yeah.
So we thought the structure was going to be like the group stages, where we would have like our whole week to figure out what day the match would be, right?
Right.
And then, I have to scroll pretty far down. I am not. Where is it? Cyclops guy. At some point, yeah, our playoffs match got posted, and it said on the site that we could reschedule it to where we wanted. So Tom is like tagging all the GMs, asking what the best day for them would be, and we wanted to play Friday or Saturday. So Tom offers 20 CEST Saturday. Slam says, I can't play, good luck. Anyways, the very next day, Cyclops guy posts the match comms saying the default date has been set for that day.
Yeah.
And Tom can't play.
I have the exact message. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? I have.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tomato Tom chooses Team B, whatever you guys do, pick bands. A default date said a default date has been set for this match by ETF2L. The default date is Tuesday, the 16th of July 2024 at 21:15. Please play this match on an appointed time and submit your results. If the default date does not suit you, please contact your opponents and ask them for a reschedule.
Yeah. Apparently the pick bands were supposed to be in match comms. They never responded to them until the day of, so that was fun. But yeah, it was set for 21:15, which would have been like 2:15 our time, 2:15 my time. And Tom's like talking to them, trying to figure this out. He can't even play. Cyclops guy was like the only person home that was around right away.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get home in like 10 or 15 minutes. And we're tagged Weabra. So me, Weabra, and Cyclops get in, and we have to go like find someone random to play. I went and found Cringy. So we had 3 demo men
Oh no.
playing, right?
Yeah.
Then we get sent to connect. We're like literally just like doing this, the pick bands as we're joining the server.
Uh-huh.
And then we get in the game. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You figure out this whole fiasco. We have the shittiest roster we probably could have put together. Still should have been better than the other team, right?
Right.
Apparently, during this match, I only learned this like maybe a month after. Weabra had food poisoning. So he just showed up to the match with food poisoning, apparently.
I mean, you know what I'm reminded of? I'm reminded of that one time. I'm not sure if you were around back then, but at Rewind LAN,
Yeah.
the European players, they ate, I think it was like Mexican food, around the corner, and they got food poisoning as well.
Huh.
And they had to like throw up, or like get off of stage and like throw up.
Yeah.
That's like the side thing here, but I think that's similar to this, where it's like it's pretty funny.
Yeah. On top of that, no, you're good. On top of that, all of us on shitty ping.
Mm-hmm.
2 of us are not very great soldiers. We can jump around the map where we can't really shoot people.
Right.
Me and Cringy are kind of shit at that class, but we know how to play the game mode. Arena goes about how we expected. We like actually just like dumpster them.
Yeah.
Like everything seems normal. Stadium comes around, and the other team's just doing this thing where they have their soldier spamming out Weabra lower.
Yeah.
So he does that, and then he jumps upper. We're not really winning the DM fights upper very well. And apparently Weabra is just dying down there, not saying anything. They're getting the ball and pipe jumping straight into our goal. And we're like, hey, could you fucking say something? He's not saying, he's like not calming shit. He's clearly tilted. And also like, I guess had food poisoning. We didn't fucking know that.
Yeah.
We were playing. He's just not calming. Cyclops is upset. He's like getting mad. Because these guys are just winning DM fights on mids, taking the ball lower uncalmed, so we can't even rotate back to stop it. And we're like trying, and we just never have possession of the ball because they keep getting it off mid, because there's nobody because he's not calming what's going on lower. So we're just like permanently defending on Stadium. We don't have the ball ever. They're DMing us because our ping is shit and we can't really DM back very well. On top of me and Cringy not being that good at soldier. And Weabra is just like there, I think. He has like half the points of our whole team. He's like not doing anything. Cyclops is like getting really mad at this point. Like we shouldn't be losing this game, and Weabra is just not saying anything. I think Stadium, I don't remember what the score was. I know we at least took 1 round, and I don't remember what the win limit was, if it was like 2 or 3.
I have the match page on my other monitor.
Yeah,
Arena
I think
2,
it was 2.
Yeah, Arena 2 was 2-0, Stadium 1 was 1-2.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what happened in the round we won. I think they just like gave me the ball and I could score it, but...
Right, right.
Yeah, on Stadium, they're just DMing the whole time.
Yeah.
And then Coliseum comes around, and I don't remember why we picked that map. We had to do these pick bans last second. We didn't even know who we'd be ringing on Soldier. But Coliseum was not a great Soldier map, and we couldn't win any mids, and Riabra was doing nothing. So we were like down a demo basically, with 2 shitty DM players on Soldier trying to win a mid, and it kind of just didn't work. So like the whole match on Stadium and Coliseum was they would just kill us, give their demo the ball, and score.
Right.
We couldn't do anything about it because we were getting out DM'd, and our demo was like, and Weabro was just in another world. I don't know what was happening. On top of that, Cyclops guy is like getting like very upset, like he's tilting the fuck out. Because we're losing to people that barely touched this game mode because God knows why.
So,
and then the match ends, and I think Weabra immediately leaves the VC, leaves the group chat, and we're just sitting there like, what the fuck did we just play?
So, I've also played against the same team, Bird Gang, right?
Yeah.
So I think we have like a connection here. What would you say is like, you know, their gameplay style? Their
soldiers shoot the bad guys, and their demo plays the game mode.
Yeah. That's like, would you say that's like bad pastime?
Not necessarily. If it was bad, they wouldn't have won that game. But I wouldn't say it's the most solid strategy.
Yeah.
If you're playing against a more competent team, their soldiers should be able to deal with it pretty well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were playing with 1, a ping disadvantage, and 2, a demo who wasn't coming, 3, a tilter. Who was, I mean, not like insanely like flaming people, but just like clearly upset at what was going on.
Yeah.
And not really helping the situation.
So, would you say
and then me and Cringy were just like trying our hardest to do anything.
Do you think like this match, Goblin Jacks versus Bird Gang, is a fluke?
Yeah. Kind of. I would call it one. It was, the main reason it was a fluke is because we had to throw together a roster at the last minute with the least optimal team composition
because
we could have set up.
Yeah, it's like there's like no main roster players on this match basically, because the main roster is just the 4 grandmasters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And they were all expecting to play that match later in the week. And then we figured out on the match day that, hey, this is being played now. And we're like, oh, fuck. Even then, it still shouldn't have been a loss. Even with that roster, I guess if we ever didn't have food poisoning, not really his fault, but in general, he just has a hard time getting countered by DM.
Yeah.
As a player, as he said that himself, his main weakness is not being an actual demo main. Like, he knows how to play the game mode, and kind of outside of that, it's hard for him to keep up with other players.
Yeah.
I think that was part of the problem. He wasn't able to play at his full capacity, and even then with the way they were playing, it was in a way which kind of countered what he usually does. And their team, in terms of soldiers, because they had better ping than us and were just better actual soldier players, at least compared to me and Cringy, they were able to kind of play a DM style that really hard shut down what we were doing. And even then, I feel like we could have played some rounds better. Just the comms differential. If the comms weren't what they were, I think
Yeah.
Stadium would have gone to us, even maybe with us dropping around, but
Yeah.
Arena kind of showed that like we were. Arena showed that like at a fundamental level we do the game mode better. I felt like.
So.
And then the rest of it was just rough.
Yeah. Do you think like that team, the team that beat you, Bird Gang, deserved to make it that far into the round? Or like, let me rephrase it. In maybe a more nicer way. Do you think, if you could have rescheduled it with a better roster, how far did you think you could take the playoffs basically?
We would have made it to grand finals, straight up.
Would you have beaten us, me?
We would have had a decent chance. You were the only team that should have like given us trouble. I remember we played some scrims where we like you guys played UFO better than us. I remember, and then on the other maps we kind of just played fundamental better pastime. Just because of a lack of experience on your guys' end.
I'm pretty sure like we played Arena. I'm not sure if we played Stadium. We definitely played the UFO. I remember we played. I think we played like a few rounds.
Green, I believe.
Yeah. We played a few rounds of. Oh yeah. That's exact round. I think that UFO, we took that 2-0. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then we took a few rounds off of Arena, and I'm not sure about Stoneworks. I know there was like a crazy handoff on Stoneworks.
I'm trying to remember that.
Maybe
I know we had we
had
had Tom there. Tom, was it Tom or SHJ? Actually,
I
think it was Tom, Slam, me, and Cyclops. I want to say.
Mm.
I think that was the roster we ran that day. I remember on UFO. This is just unrelated. For whatever fucking reason, Slamborghini just kept grabbing the ball, throwing it to your side, failing a self-bomb, and giving you guys possession. And I don't think I've been, like, more pissed at a game than that, because he was just trolling.
Wait, I think I found the clip. Let me... It's already linked at the correct time stamp.
Oh, shit. You just have the thought of the scrim.
Yeah, I basically clipped everything that I thought was cool. So like you can like gradually see like how I improved. Like this is a 30-minute video.
Oh wow.
So
I see that. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that's Cyclops, me, Tom, and Slam. Yeah, okay.
So, what was like the aftermath of the round of 16 match?
Yeah, so right after Weebra left the call and the group chat, I know Tom was sending some messages in the group chat. He was a little disappointed, to say the least.
Yeah, is there like specific wording there is?
I could take a look at that. SolarLight wins ETF2L was one of them. And we started talking about how they posted the default date for him yesterday. And it had the fact that it was a single LM.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was mostly like match date gap. Talked about weird sharding. I mean, kind of not his fault if he had food poisoning.
Yeah.
I don't know why he showed up at that point, but yeah, kind of insane.
So, what's like, did like other people like other people had like a reaction to that, you know,
Oh yeah.
with like, oh, you know,
Oh yeah.
it's a, like pretty crazy upset with like, you know, a star to it, you know, Goblin Jacks defeated, but it's like it's not really Goblin Jacks if you don't have 4 grandmasters. So
Yeah, or, like at least two
yeah,
at minimum,
yeah.
surely.
So what was like, I guess like the public reception in your eyes?
The the reception could probably be summed up in a pastime chat. I know a lot of Euros celebrated. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It was fucking funny.
Yeah,
Uh, a lot of NA players were asking what the fuck happened. Like that shouldn't. A lot of NA was like that really shouldn't have happened. That's unfortunate
mm-hmm.
kind of deal. I sure got a few messages about it.
Yeah,
Had to explain that there were a few gaps that were out of our control, or at least
yeah,
mine. But overall, it just kind of sucked that we didn't have a playoff schedule
yeah.
before like the day of or like the day before the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cringe. I feel like that should be known.
I think, I think that they do know. I'm pretty sure. I've like contact with the ETFL admin, right? That was like sort of in charge of the cup, and I'm they said like I'm not sure if they said anything about it, but they did like kind of laugh at it. It's like, yeah, that's just like sort of misfortune, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm misremembering. But I do remember that they said that they had to wrap up ETF2O or the pastime cup because Highlander was starting that next week.
Oh, I see.
So it's just kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, that's probably the best way I'd put it.
Mm. I'm not sure what to like ask now because I've that's like oh yeah, I guess what do you think at that time, like what do you think of did you think of like Europe in pastime in general?
I thought it was pretty cool. It was nice to. I just like seeing people get into the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun to see, and it was interesting to see how you guys played the game mode compared to us.
Yeah.
I know I hung around the EU Discord a little bit before I was ended up playing in the cup, just kind of seeing how that went.
Yeah.
It just seemed chill. I liked it.
What would you say is like you mentioned then it's like you played differently. What would you say is like how we played differently?
I think there's a lot more focus on DM instead of playing with instead of jack mechanics. Just like on a
Yeah.
general level, most of the people who like have more experience are less on that. But it's still kind of a thing. Like I see players like
Yeah.
I know I see players like Kindred do a lot of DM while still being pretty good with the ball.
Yeah. I mean, Kin and I think also he played against in Birdgang the round 16 match. There's this guy called Biohazard who was on that team.
Oh yeah,
He's
I remember.
he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of the. He was most of the DM cap on that team, in my opinion, for at least
Yeah.
or most of the DM powerhouse.
Yeah. I remember we played them in Grands and we knew what their strategy was. Their strategy was to give the ball to Metroid, their demo.
Yep.
And he's gonna fake
Yeah.
throw like every time, without fail.
Yeah.
And then the soldiers are gonna polyamorous bomb.
Yeah.
And I think we lost Stadium like you guys, like
Yeah.
2-0, and then we beat them 2-0 after adapting like really hard.
Yeah.
And then took its final map.
Hmm.
So it's like, I guess there's another team, our Dunkers with Gus, you know.
Yeah, with Gus,
yeah.
I do remember that team.
Did you like expect them to like lose that? Like, did you expect Bird Gang to really play second?
I thought they would probably get knocked out by one of like the other. I think there were a couple other NA teams that got into the brands.
I have the bracket on me. I have like one like sort of bracket above you. It was Buggies EU, and on the opposite side of the bracket, which was my side of the bracket, there was Russian Detective Agency and Quizball, which was Caden's team, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I like Caden's team would I don't know which team was on like the stairs side, but I was thinking one of like I think the Buggies EU team was like three like it was like cringy and then like three background characters basically.
Yeah.
So I wasn't I wasn't surprised that they didn't do as well as they could have.
Yeah. The full roster is D-Dot, Jonesy, which is a Finnish guy, Cringy, and Noda, a Czech person.
I think someone else might have been on that team. It might have been a gaming 123. I know Cringy like basically begged D-Dot to play for the main roster instead of him or something.
Yeah. No, they got eliminated by the Streets, which is me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So Bird Gang eliminated Mudskipper Monarchs, who I don't know any of those names, so, which is like kind of expected.
Yeah.
And then they got defeated by our Dunkers. No, they defeated our Dunkers.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
Yeah, I rewatched that. They went. Our Dunkers won first map. They lost they won the first map 2-0. They lost the second one, Stadium, 1-2, and and Bird Gang won the final one, 2-0.
Beast.
So, and that's how they made it to Crowns. I didn't expect Bird Gang to get into Crowns at all. I thought it was gonna be either Goblin Jacks or it was gonna be, somehow an upset from our Dunkers, and I didn't see any other world where my team wouldn't have made it into Crowns.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how it would have played out if there was a lower bracket.
Yeah. I mean...
Like
Yeah. So. No, go on.
Like if the Caden team say had to fight that team, I'm curious how that would have went.
Yeah.
And if the Goblin Jacks could have made the losers run of a lifetime with a real roster.
I'm not sure if we could have beaten you guys, because it's like it's such like a big like sort of skill gap. Right. I feel like from like that time to now, maybe now it's different where me and H2 have improved a lot, but I feel like maybe SolarLight was already like somewhat at his peak when he started playing, and I don't know, Google was just kind of there. Like, Google's not really sort of like a pastime player, but he plays pastime.
Yeah.
He's more of a sixes player who plays pastime, so to say. Like, if I had to explain how he plays, and that's not like, maybe he's gonna watch this, but it's like, it's not anything mean, but that's like, it was the SolarLight team with H2 and Flares and the other guy. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, is there much more you wanted to know?
I'm not sure. I guess one thing I just thought of. Well, why do you like pastime?
Why do I like pastime? I think I've stuck around because of the people I've met, for sure. I mean, the game mode itself, it's pretty different. it has a less focus on DM and more of the game sense and the alternate objective, which you can do a lot of like practice with certain setups and such and just general techniques.
Yeah.
And that's more appealing to me as less of a DM heavy player in like the game. Even though I like even though my most played class is demo, my DM hasn't always been like the greatest,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot more interesting to me to like learn the state of the game and think about how I can like outthink my opponents,
Yeah.
rather than just like shoot the gun better. But definitely the reason I've stuck around this long is just because of the people I've met. A lot of the people I play with have been great, and I have started I've made good friends with and like do stuff outside of the game mode with at this point.
Yeah. That's that's a really fucking lovely answer. That's just wholesome. I don't know. Just
It's a great community
Yeah.
overall.
I guess like for the final question, for the very final question, you are okay with me using this in the video, of course, and posting this separately on my second channel, right?
Yeah, sure thing.
Cool. Okay. Nice. Yeah.
I would hope you didn't just sit here for an hour for nothing.
If I only find out that I didn't press the recording button.
Raps.
Yeah. I mean, that's if this is it, if nothing like suddenly comes to me, then that's 56 minutes, almost 57.
Splendid.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna stop the recording now.